Hi everyone, hope you're doing well this evening. I'm just gonna be making some of my this for supper tonight. I also have, let's see, I have my rice. I have some rice here to make with alongside here. So anyway, I've been doing okay. But though, as I do this here, give me a second. As I make this. So, as in Minnesota, I actually get medical assistance for persons with. Oh, I get medical assistance for persons with disabilities. Sorry about this. I was doing some dishes. Anyway, I get this as part of my. I get medical assistance for employed persons with disabilities as my main thing. That's how I get to work. That's how I get my benefits. I get because I'm autistic. I'm on the autism spectrum, and so I need these benefits to get to work or do whatever. Meaning I need to work. That's how I do my job. I live. The bus can be kind of a slow wait, and sometimes it might not come or whatever. So I need something more dependable than that. Or dependable than just waiting and hopefully the bus doesn't break down or I don't miss a bus or anything. So sorry about this. Give me a second. So, as always, I applied, that time came for me to renew my stuff, and everything I did everything I needed to do. Oh, by the way, sorry, I do need a haircut. I'm getting one too over the weekend, so my apologies if my hair's all ratty and crappy and stuff. It is what it is. I do these things. I do these things just for I do this because hey, look, I'm doing things. So these are updates on anything. So anyway. So, I typically would renew it in more than enough time, as I always step and do. Okay, I gotta do this here. Give me a second here. This does not want to go all the way. There we go. Anyway. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, so I'm just gonna get this ready to get put in the microwave so too as well. So I'll get this ready. Get this ready here. So I'll do this here. Give me a second. You get this AC? I'm just gonna. So anyway, I did everything to do. I did my paperwork. But though, so then the state medical review team calls. And as always, they just give me the same. I do tell them the same thing because they kind of. This is sorry about this. Let me like this here. Sorry about this. What is? Let me see here. No. Okay. I just gotta go like this. So sorry about this. To be honest, this is something I do. So I know. I feel. I'm like right underneath this thing here. So this is like see. So this I don't fall off. So I said, you see half my head cut off. It's because this thing here, just so I can keep talking. So. Just make my food here. So anyway, it's more about hearing my voice than anything. There. See, so it's more like here. We'll go like this here. You can't even see my face there. So we'll go like this here. We'll go like this. We'll go like this. Put this in like my dish thing. Let's see here. Let's see. We'll go over here. After you're here. Okay, cool. Yeah, typically for the most part. Give me a second here. Sometimes I can't do two things at once sometimes. But sometimes I can. Yeah. Anyway, they call me. I give my typical response because I'm autistic and nothing has really changed, but at the same time, nothing gets better either. It's autism. It doesn't really have a better or worse. It's part of who I am. It's my disability. That's how I get my benefits. And I basically give the same response I was giving. I'm autistic. There's not really a thing. It doesn't get better, but it doesn't get worse either. It doesn't get. It's my disability. It doesn't really, You would think that's all they would need to renew my stuff, to just reactivate it and be on my merry way. Well, apparently, as it just happens, I guess the wrong kind of person asked me that question, I guess, because I guess I was not. I got a letter saying, which I think, in my opinion, I've gotten that same letter before, but my benefits have been reactivated. So it's kind of weird why they didn't do it this time. So I get a letter. So I call it my usual letter because, okay, you got the stuff, but yet they still get reactivated. So okay, I didn't really think too much of it. But this time, when I got a new case manager, because in the interim, I had a case manager change. So, as a change of case manager, or social worker, if you want to call it that. Let's go like this here too, as well, so you can see me other. So that, so it's like, it's kind of weird because like you think I'd get it done, but sure enough, my new case manager goes, it looks like your thing was not activated. Like, wait, what? So then I ended up, because I guess I called the SMRT, and they said, I'm gonna see this. Apparently them, because what is the deal here? Oh, give me a second. I do need to go. I need to cover this for a second. This has it covered, so I can give me a tick. So anyway, so they come and say, "Oh, you're not autistic enough." Apparently, that's what my words. That's what they basically said. They said, "Oh, you told us, there's no change." But then again, though, I go back. Well, I'm autistic. It doesn't really change. It doesn't get better, but it doesn't get worse either. It's my disability. It kind of goes on that. So that's just kind of weird. But it's good over there, so that's why. So it's like, now it's like this weird thing where it's like, it's county bureaucracy and shit coming in, stuff coming in, being nitpicky. But it's like, it's my disability. It doesn't get better. It doesn't get worse. There's no, it just, but it didn't go away between last year and this year. It's still with me. My autism doesn't go away. It's lifelong. It doesn't just magically like wander off into the nether regions. It's still here. But yet, according to them, this person, it does change. You can't, so no benefits for you because the autism got better. There's no change. It got better probably. Well, but it didn't get worse either. So it's like, okay. So now too, as a result of that, because my left benefits are part of that, it's been a heck of a time because I've been paying out of my own pocket. So it's a crap and a half. Although thankfully, I know I met with my new case manager, social worker. I went to the county once. Actually I went to twice. The first time I went with her, and they said, "Oh, it's been processed. It just needs to get processed." Cool. Okay. And so then they gave us the supervisor's name, who now, after going back to the second time, was currently the wrong supervisor or something. And now the main supervisor I'm trying to call now, she's got this out of office message, and she hasn't changed it from like June. So it's like, did they just give us the wrong thing again or something? So it's just like, it's kind of weird, like, run around and something. So just like a weird thing. I don't like it, but it is what it is. But though it makes me upset too because if I don't have money for my lift, I can't. I've already been having to take some time off because I can't afford the lift because I need a lot. Plus, and in the bus, it's not guaranteed. So now it's like, I've been having to take the time off just so I don't be worried about how am I going to get home. And it sucks because I just wish I was taken care of, but then I wouldn't be having to worry about this crap. It's not, granted, it's not like, I'm not like totally, it's not like something, I'm not, it's just annoying in the fact that they should have taken care of this, and so, and then also as well, I contacted my physician thing where I got the evaluation from a while ago, and then they sent me a copy of my last evaluation. I send that in, like, hey, I still have the thing. Hopefully that'll work too. It's like it hasn't changed. Nothing has changed since now and then. So, yeah, it's just annoying a bit. I don't like how county bureaucracy. Although when I was in the Dakota County, I never had that issue. And then again, I think it also was a lot smaller. The county has, I could just get it done. At least now here in Ramsey, it's just a pain in the arse because nowadays, they got this thing. Maybe now Dakota County has a review team too. But I think too because I wasn't really born in Ramsey. Well, technically I was born in Ramsey County. I was born in St. Paul, but I moved when I got my benefits as in Dakota County. So maybe who knows. But I mean though, like for Ramsey County now, I get there's a state medical review team that comes along, and I say, hey, I do have autism. It hasn't changed, but it hasn't gotten worse either. They've gotten better or worse by autism. So I don't know how that would do that. So yeah, so I do have to get this done because I really bad feeling I'll probably take some time off again. I'll probably try to go to work tomorrow. I do want to get, maybe I can ask for some time off then. It sucks because I love my job. I don't like being pulled away from it. I've been enjoying it the past 7 years. But because the saving the benefits, it's just throwing me out of whack. And I don't want to be known. I don't want to be. Oh, am I going to be able to go to work the next day because I have the money for that or a bus or whatever? Because and yes, and even though the bus is cheaper, it still costs money. Still costs money, and it's like that money I might not have. But at the time or something. So it just really sucks because it's like I'm doing this. I'm trying to. There you go. I'm just trying to do this here. Trying to get to my second job. I can't do that. I can't, and it's especially because it's the only thing that's stopping me from going to my job because it's just annoying, that I don't have to tell my boss. Also, as my boss and all the people are at my work, it just sucks having to go, oh, hey, my benefits ain't here yet. I need some time off so I can not have to worry about it if I'm going to work the next day. There's a time they always are. But in my head, I'm not doing that. The time off I don't need to spend. It just sucks. It's a fucking thing I have to do. So it is what it is. But it just still sucks. I don't know if any of you have that issue where it's like, I don't want to do that, but I kind of have to so that I don't have to worry about them. But it sucks. And I don't like it. I like being a part of that team. I can't say more than enough about where I work. It's a really cool place. Highly recommend if you need to like recycle something, or like you need like free training for something. If you need training for like anti-certifications, highly recommend that place. It's one of the best. It's one of the best places to work. I feel. And it's sad I can't be part of that team because my lip benefits ain't lining up, and it sucks because I can't. So I have to waste time and energy trying to and it's unfortunate, I know they say it sucks and all that, but I just don't, it's just, I'm like, ooh, why am I still doing this? I should have this by now. So, I hopefully too as well. Hopefully I can get this done. I've kept things moving along. At a good pace, keeping in touch with my subscribers, I also, again, I think at the beginning of this video, so previously in this video, I did say like, yeah, I did contact them, I did let them know, hey, I did contact my things, I let them know there's some information, so I can send that to them, and hopefully that'll be good too. Other than that, I'm doing pretty good. But without the lips though, it's hard for me to actually do my life, So, it sucks. It sucks, or I should say, it's unfortunate, It does suck too as well, because, not having a dependable way to go to work, it's a bummer, but by this time last year, I got everything done, I was doing my thing. And so just having this happen, it just, it is what it is, Anyway, just so you guys are wondering, this is how the food's coming up. This is how it's coming up. This is my food. This is my beef and broccoli. Don't that look delicious? Num 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 num. Other than that, things could be worse. I try not to. I don't want to get too much doom and gloom in this update video. Things can always be much worse. And I'm happy that at least I am doing pretty good. I just did my dishes and happy did that. I'm keeping busy. I'm keeping busy. So I'm happy I am. Like that job. People like you, the factory is just kind of nice. I wish this benefit thing was taken care of, which I'm doing. So anyway, this is almost done. I'm gonna put that rice in the microwave and I'll have myself a supper. So anyway, I'm gonna end the video here. I just want to give you an update on my stuff. Also as well, and also my other Steve Bacon stuff. I did finally did season 16 of Power Up. Yay! I'm caught up to this season. So I'll start doing that as well. I'll start producing that for this year as well. So never fear, I'm gonna do a lot more stuff. I'm happy that I'm caught up, so I can do that. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for bringing me into the screen to Heartbreak or Small. Take care until the next. Bye now.